all the speculations about Hua Mulan. Will she be ever come to Rise of Kingdoms? Or she is only going to be in the Chinese server? But wow, she is finally here! Isn't that insane? That is crazy, yo! That's awesome! Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. In 2019, January 3, we predicted the release of Mulan. It didn't happen right away, but there's some interesting comments in here that I'm reading. As you can see, well, so far from what they have posted on Facebook, I wouldn't trust your reliable source again. Somebody says, why Mulan? So if they make a new Commander Mulan, then I'm sure the next commander will be Snow White, Rapunzel. Who's your source, by the way? And then it's funny. Well, I don't suppose we will see Genghis Khan anytime soon if the developers are Chinese. Well, we have Genghis Khan now. This is very interesting comments. Looking back on everybody, what they have said in here. This is actually very interesting. Looking at my old video in here. Oh my goodness. I look so skinny. This is so weird. I look so much like I've gained a lot of weight by now, but wow. I can't believe Mulan is here today. We're gonna go talk about it. So we officially have Mulan here in Rise of Kingdoms. Many have doubted. There were more have doubted me on Facebook during those time. But of course I want to give credit because our source back then was Kai. And Kai was one of our kings in K41. And me and him, we were close. And we talked about the game a lot. But when we published this video, we were like shocked from the community from how they react and how brutal the community can be. You know, Mulan was a fantasy that people think that would never actually happen in Rise of Kingdoms because some say fictional character would not get into the game. Honestly, I don't know. I don't care. It could be a fictional or it could be something real that happened before. Something maybe Disney have made up. But I mean, here you can see some of the information. It's funny because there's actually not a lot of info about Mulan. Hua Mulan is a legendary Chinese warrior from the northern and southern dynasties period of Chinese history, originally described in the Ballad of Mulan. So in the Ballad of Hua Mulan, this guy is a man, yada yada yada. Same thing with the Disney movie. So whether Mulan is a fictional character completely or if it's something that is actually legit that happened long time ago and then, you know, became a story, it doesn't matter to me. But maybe it matters to you. All I care is that we have Mulan in Rise of Kingdoms, and that is actually pretty dope. Now, if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, I urge you to subscribe now. Support our channel here and turn that notification on so whenever I upload a video, you will not miss out on anything. Now, if you guys are also wondering if you are a new player in here, how I'm playing this game on a computer, right now, you can see my mouse. There in my description, there is a thing called BlueStacks. You can go there, click that link and download BlueStacks and start playing Rise of Kingdoms. Now, let's talk about her role in Rise of Kingdoms. Now, I can go over every single of the skills in here, which is probably going to bore you to death. But let me talk about this in a different way. Because I feel like every content creators are just like going through each of the skills, and I feel like it's becoming a ubiquitous system that is not really entertaining anymore. So what I'm going to talk about is that Mulan is definitely a secondary commander. You should not use Mulan as a primary commander. The reason why is because of her skill right here when serving as a secondary commander. So really don't make Mulan into level 60. There is really no value unless you're a super mega whale, then you can do it because there's no value wasting your stars on this commander that is going to be primarily rolled as a secondary commander. Now, I understand there's a peacekeeping tree and you can reduce some of the, action point, and you want to have a lot of talent so that you can be strong, you can use as a primary march. Honestly, we have enough primary commanders that are peacekeeping commander that can lead. You don't need it anymore. Use Mulan as a secondary commander, get it up to 4-star, unlock all the skills, level 30, it's good. Alright, so with that being said, Mulan is definitely a support commander. And I think her role can really be a benefit on Ark of Osiris, or even in the Ancient Ruins, or even just in open field fighting in general. But I think Ark of Osiris, she can definitely play a key role. Now, looking into the skill, as you can see, it has a massive circular area of an effect. I will actually show you instead right now. You can see how big this circular AoE that she has. Now, what this buff that she's going to do is kind of like Joan of Arc. It's going to increase the attack, health, and defense. And not just that. The reason why I said this is going to be very beneficial for Ark of Osiris is because she also have a bonus for moving speed. As you can see, 25% march speed bonus and gives you a 15% buff. If you look towards Joan of Arc, you do get more buff from Joan of Arc and you get the rage, but if you're in the Ark of Osiris, you're what? You're running, right? If you have your arc, you're going to be running. You want Mulan to be there fighting and buffing your arc carrier. And it's also going to buff every marches that you have in the area as well. So as you can see, let's take a look at the buff. It's a very big circle. And anything is in the circle is fair game. Wow, look at that. Total health, marching speed. That is insane. That's the benefit of Mulan. If you're going to be playing a full support type of account or a gaming style, you definitely want to have Mulan. That is a great buff that she has. Also, with here being said, there is no limitation on how many allies are going to get the buff. I assume anybody that is within the circular area will get affected. Now, you are in the Ark of Osiris or Ancient Ruins. So what's going to happen? You're most likely going to be surrounded. So you're going to be a little bit tankier with Mulan because it's going to give you max level of 5% damage reduction when you are surrounded. And then you also have a counter attack that is going to reduce the target's rage. So you're limiting that target. So if they're attacking you, they're swarming you, you're actually limiting them, right? They're not going to be able to cast their skill as fast as they can. So swarming Mulan is probably something that you will be doing. But when you're doing it, it's kind of like a porcupine. You're getting hit as well, big time. Not in a damage point of view, but you're losing your attack damage, and you're also reducing your rage as you hit Mulan. There's a 20% chance and can go up to 100 rage per chance. As a peacekeeping commander, of course, she will have a peacekeeping skill, which is going to be giving 95% experience bonus. Oh my goodness, that is a lot. Wait, let me check Lohar. This is only 70%. Wow, that is insane. I didn't even realize that earlier. That is very good. Good secondary commander. Use it. You know. Now, you may be tempted to make her as a primary commander with this. I get it. But if you really have the stars, you could do it. It's going to be really dope when you're pairing her up for the Kerouac ceremony. But if you are free to play, don't try to push it. Don't waste your stars, honestly. Just use her as a secondary. The only reason she would be a good primary commander is for barbing, and there's no value for you if you're free to play. It's a massive 95% experience bonus though, but just use her as a secondary. It'll be fine. Let's kind of summarize this a little bit in here. This one kind of a general. So we talked about how she needs to be the secondary commander, right, to get the benefit of the skill. Now this one has a passive that is going to give her 20% attack bonus. And then when she is serving, right, secondary, if she casts an active skill, it's going to cause the target, whoever she's targeting, a 10%. So here's the thing, right? When she's a secondary commander and she casts a skill, the target that she is attacking is then going to be receiving 20% increased damage taken. That's crazy. So if you're seeing Mulan attacking somebody, you should definitely swarm it. It's kind of like Takeda in some way, right? Now, the expertise is just pretty much going to be buffing up the first skill in here, adding another 5% for attack, increased defense and health, and then 30% marching speed for 3 seconds this time. So really very good buff for the arc carrier. You know how slow that is, and you want to move that piece of arc to the next destination, and if you move it a couple inches at a time, every inch matter. Anyway, rockers, with that being said, Mulan is here. Hopefully you guys will enjoy her. She is also going to be in the taverns. If you don't know it yet, it's going to be for a week from today, as the developers have mailed us in here golden chest. So if you have opened your golden chest already, like I did, I opened up 1,000 last time. I feel like kind of regretful at this moment. It sucks. I know people have opened like 2K recently. Cringe. But for those who haven't opened their golden key, don't open them up yet. Wait until Mulan is in the tavern. Okay? Anyway, rockers, good luck to you guys. Thanks for watching until the end. You guys are the best. I'll see you again next time.